We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Balduran, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation.
How about a translation? I don't speak Bard.
Consider this. To Wyrmway neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Wyrm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wyrmway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Wyrm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Balduran's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Vengeance is a bitter pill for kind souls. I pity Karlach that she could not savor Gortash's death.
It was a great victory. We should all celebrate.
For her sake, we should not. And besides, celebrations can come later. Our fight is not over yet.
Have you ever seen anything like the Steel Watch before?
No. They seem to combine the obedience and strength of a golem with the precision and intelligence of their creator. For now, they act as a defensive wall of steel, but their true purpose is conquest. Mechanized slaughter. Imagine how quickly the Grove would have fallen if we had machines like those to command. Imagine how quickly a city would fall. Gortash has revolutionized warfare.
I wish we had such devices of our own.
The tools used to construct and control them may well be here in the city. If we were to control Baldur's Gate, the Steel Watch could be ours. Better to control the Elder Brain, though. Iron crumbles, steel breaks, but the power of a thought or an idea can be infinite.
I'm curious about your thoughts regarding Raphael's deal.
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
I'd like you to join me.
Good. I do not like to stand idle.
Look at you, precious thing. You always stare so eagerly.
Can we talk about the two of us?
You want to talk? That's very cute.
Could I kiss you?
Anything for you, my darling. You are perfect. Every time.
just to put my hands on everything.
A crooked touch.
Let's get going.
As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwergar.
No one's stopped me yet. Time to press ahead.
Careful, I bite. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
At least things have stayed interesting. Something good here, I hope. Need to find a way forward. Trap. Be cautious.
Someone there? Let's go.
What to do? No traps, please. Light on my feet.
Poor Karlak. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner. Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
illusion. Someone's hiding something.
Listen up. Dagger and ring ought to be worth a good take. Still need to check what Bakshi is hiding in that chest. Careful, suspicions are high over misplaced goods.
I'll give it a shot. Another day, another fight.
Time to kill. Feel their anguish.
On your command. Lilalo.
Open up.
Record of prisoners charged before the people of Baldur's Gate. Memorandum from the Honorable Lord Enver Gortash. Let no prisoner be released from neither their cell nor Wyrm's Rock proper without my explicit consent. Presume every detainee is an absolutist spy until they provide me substantial evidence to the contrary. Baldur's Gate must be kept secure. Name, Earspoon. Charge, indecent exposure. Status, absolved and released with prejudice on order of Lord Gortash. Name, Otto Ott. Discharge, drunken and disorderly contact. Again. Status, detained. Named, Counselor Floric. Charge, treason, sedition, incitement of discontent. Status, detained, awaiting execution.
Taking up position.
Let's spill some blood. A better position.
Best be on my way.
I seek an advantage.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Non-compass mentis.
Can't afford to let up. Got to press on.
I'm ready.
Time to push my luck again. How much farther can I go? Let's see what this does. What's in here?
The True Life of Lord Gortash, a biography and manuscript by Vance Farnall. Outline of contents, final pass. Envor Flim, an orphan among urchins, struggle for survival on the streets. Juvenile felonies, the Flynn rap sheet. Gang years, the Heapside Reavers. Same face, new name, Flynn to Gortash. The Gates Posh Kingpin. An independent entrepreneur. Rivals? All of my rivals are dead. Muscling in on arms smuggling. The Zant's day is past. The Black Hand of Bane shakes the bloody hand of Baal. Not even everything is enough. An absolutely ingenious plan. The gravitas of Ketheric Thorm, decapitating the Gondan hierarchy. Call me Lord Gortash. No. Add a section about the Steel Watch, which with info acquired from interviewing that Gondian who escaped the Foundry. Something about how Watchers are Gortash's most powerful defenders, but also his greatest vulnerability, since they're all controlled from one central nexus.
Very well.
What do you want?
Not your attitude, that's for certain.
You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time.
You might as well lock the cell. You're too late.
It's over.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravengard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more.
He's spoken accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You might have unlocked my cell, but there's no escape from this place.
Pathetic. I'm getting you out so I can beat some sense into you.
I'll give you credit. I'm drowning in tears, and you hold out a fist. Alder would have done the same. When the people need a miracle, he said, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do.
Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Wyrm's Rock.
I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Follow me.
Well done. Lead the way.
But first, what do you have in your cell? Extra pathetic. Nothing.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Not so encouraging words. If we're to crush the Absolute, we need to hold our heads high and our weapons higher. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Ready, whatever it takes.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Don't touch me. What now?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Let's move. All right. At the ready. That's curious.
The Wyrm's lair. Incredible. The legends were true, and we've marked our place among them. We'll prove our worth with unrusted swords and meet the dragon. The good dragon, or so we pray. Gods bless our endeavor.
Here goes nothing.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Balduran, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand Wyrm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no wrong and no savior.
I am worthy. Open the way.
Ancient Ansor, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
Centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed?
Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political. The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more. The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them, somehow.
Away!
The paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Can't afford to stay idle. Lord. Onward in her name.
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Looking ahead.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
Banished the dishonorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Breathe deep and move. I'll give it a shot.
The Virtues of Unions by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that the larger kingdoms offer benefits to all peoples within. As a kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice if a dragon offers to share its hoard after all. So, too, should you seek union, however imperfect, should a powerful kingdom march in its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, for instance, but such lesser values will be sanded down by the march of time. Such is the price of peace.
Hold still, will you? Hold still, will will you?
Watch your back.
The Ethic of War by Christina Sulto. My colleague, Amaps, proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war, and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies, then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war, and count the lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its specter.
Very well, then.
The 5-Year War by Torwin Bass. The war was, in truth, nothing short of a tragedy. It began as a mild altercation between the sanguine sons of the Elio and Vida families regarding, if you could believe it, the proper ownership of a sheep farm. Over the course of 3 seasons, full-blown conflict had erupted between Baldur's Gate and Victon, a pointless war, leaving both cities with nothing but 1,000 youthful corpses to show for it.
No time to rest? With haste. Hold still, will you? I want to have a word. Hold still, will you?
All right.
Tennis, get down here! Tennis, get down here!
Shall we?
Tennis, get down here! 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 Tennis, get down here!
Blasted little thing slipped my grasp.
What now?
My life has been a long succession of pleasures. To see my town, to take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs, to see my fights against hard living conditions in city factories take off, to have the chance to see a new generation take to these ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world, and run with it to new reaches of the continent. It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Sulto comes to mind, who adopted such a cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself to the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile and the promise of reinstatement as she ultimately was. This text roots its subject on Balduran, a sailor of exquisite renown who founded the city of Baldur's Gate many years ago. The prose is colorful, but a little too self-satisfied round the edges, and the novel would be unremarkable but for one small entry about halfway through. Balduran claimed a guardian and friend, Answer. Bright were Answer's scales, and brighter still his breath. Yet after a betrayal too piercing to recount here in worthy detail, Ansar fled beneath the stone, thereby changing the name of the region he now slumbers under to match his draconic lineage.
Looking ahead.
Just a brief respite.
I have to keep going. Let's see what this does.
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch. Withstand the elements. Prove your courage.
I'm going to take the torch.
Let's go. Can you feel death's cold?
Unleash me. Right away.
My faith will protect me. Moving.
Just a brief respite.
No time to rest. Another step forward.
Step quick. Tormented!
Nothing important is ever easy. Breathe deep and move.
Fresh orders? I will not fail.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Erect. Your command.
Strike hard, strike fast. Let's get on with it.
All right. What now? These boots have seen everything.
Be quick. Inferno Mora!
Where do I go from here? What path lies before me?
Yes. Yes. My victims await.
That's
moving. Let's end this.
This way.
Blood comes easy these days. With haste.
Ready for battle. No survivors. Understood.
Can't give up. Not now. Might as well take a look.
Moving.
Another step forward.
Have to keep going. I'm ready.
A wise move.
I cannot take much more of this.
On the way.
Well, so much for peace. Don't waste a step.
your command.
Scratch. A grievous wound.
Sounds like fun.
Can't even catch my breath. With haste.
My faith will protect me. On my way. No time to waste.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Can't slow down. To put my hands on everything.
With courage does the hero march, fettered by the taxing chains of fear. A stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose, guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great Wyrm, heart of the gate.
Enduring that self-righteous poetry was a greater trial than any of the ones we bypassed.
Agreed.
Hell. The Great Wyrm is nothing but bone and memories.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the Wyrm's.
I am Ansur, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
I'm going to search my mind for what possesses it.
Ansur wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansur senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
I never shy away from a challenge.
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened. Answer. It's been too long.
You two know each other?
Once. Long ago. We crossed the Calin together, and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Ansur was my friend. Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
A touching reunion. Now how about letting me go?
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Look, it's not my idea. Why don't you just kill the Emperor? You can be my friend. We can take on the Absolute together. Why must we fight?
No mercy.
Mutilate them.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The dance macabre. On my way. Tormented!
I wonder if this is worth the cost. go.
The waiting storm is arisen.
It's going to attack! Get behind cover! On the move. Ah!
Onward.
Let's turn someone inside out. Keep guessing. Tormented!
For a dull moment. Very well. Tormental.
Have to keep going.
Unleash me.
I cannot take much more of this.
Need to act fast.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Ready. Talk to me.
knew them.
Saw. I never thought I'd see him again.
So it's true. You're Balduran.
I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past.
I just need to know if you're going to kill me like you killed your last friend.
I killed Ansor out of necessity. For the crime of being a Lolithid, he would have killed me first. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an Lolithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
Answer, Stelman, do your allies always die?
Stelmane's death was not my fault. Ansor's death was born of necessity. And make no mistake, I grieved them both. Ansor, in particular. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept, a mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation.
Makes sense. I would have done the same.
I am glad you see it that way. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. One netherstone remains. We must find it before the brain breaks free.
This way.
Take you. My wounds are too much to bear. Can't give up now.
Keep your distance, darling.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Dear Ansor, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. There is no cure, and that's all right. I'm fine. I'm more than fine. I'm better than I've ever been. So why torture yourself like this? Of course, I know why. Remember Yal Tengril? You and I sailed together for months seeking the Great Spire. By the time we found it, we were as sick as dogs. But you never left my side, not for a moment, even though you could have simply chosen to fly. You told me there was something about experiencing it with me, through my eyes. You wanted to share my passion for the adventure. It was, you said, a privilege. The truth is, the privilege was mine. You are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me, Answer. I never had to ask you for anything, but I am asking you now to stop. I may no longer feel my feelings, but I know yours, and yours are agony. It doesn't have to be this way. Be free, Answer. Fly, and know that even if I'm not beside you, I will always have been your Bolderan.
One day I'll catch a break.
The Wyrm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
What a day. Watch your back.
Take you! Scratch. A grievous wound.
At least things have stayed interesting. Never wanted the easy path. Seems simple enough. That took the edge off. Better than nothing.